All right, so welcome again to Calm VF Down tonight. Thank you for joining me once more. And of course, this won't be possible, first and foremost, without your presence, and second, without um, the sponsors of the series. So we have Sumati Yoga mat. So the mat I'm using right there behind me is Sumati Shape Shop, which I'm wearing. Cute workout top here. Sumati Shape Shop, Plentitude Chocolate, which is one of my favorite local brands. Sparrow, which creates a lot of different fragrances, yoga mat sprays, etc. What am I missing? Sumati Shape Shop, Plentitude Sparrow. Oh, Simoy ng Haraya. And they have beautiful, beautiful scents for diffusers, scented candles. Yeah, so for today, at the end of the class, we're giving away one yoga mat from Sumati and one workout top from Shape Shop and a 6 class pass with me. So there will be 3 winners for tonight. Okay. So we're going to draw the names later on after the class, but for now, we're going to get into our actual practice. In case you weren't able to read the email I sent, well, hopefully you did, but just in case you didn't really read it and just got the link, just to let you know what you're getting yourself into today, we're going to first start with a short meditation. And then I juggle things around a little bit. After meditation, we'll immediately get into our yin yoga practice and then do our pranayama after yin yoga, ending with a yoga nidra, which is a nice guided relaxation practice before ending in your shavasana. So today, I wanted to connect the whole class with the theme around compassion to yourself, compassion to others, compassion to pretty much everywhere. I mean, everything, everyone around you. So that's the theme for tonight, and that's why our meditation today will be loving kindness. And then our yin yoga practice as well will focus on opening up our heart chakra. So we'll be doing quite a few heart opening poses. So a reminder as we get into our yin yoga practice is to be kind to yourself, to be compassionate to yourself. And so that means taking whatever option or variation suits your body today, listening to your body and what it needs, using your props as needed. So any shape is okay. There's no one way to do each pose that we're doing. And that's why there's a lot of different options provided. So you can play around with it a little, see what works best. Okay, so if there are no questions, we're going to start our practice. Feel free to put your questions in the chat, or you can even unmute yourself. I'll give you a few seconds just to make sure I don't miss out any messages. If you're already all set to go, then just make your way into a comfortable seated position on your mat. And we're going to begin shortly. So coming into that comfortable seat, feeling your hip bones press firmly onto your mat, your spine straight. And if you'd like to close your eyes, go ahead. If not, you can keep your eyes open, maybe keeping a soft gaze at one spot ahead of you. Softening the whole body. Starting to bring your awareness inward. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now start to think of a person close to you who loves you very much. It could be someone from your past or from your present, someone still in your life or who has passed. It could be a spiritual teacher or a guide or a family member or a friend. Imagine that person standing in front of you, sending you their love. That person is sending you wishes for your safety, your well-being, and happiness. Feel the warm wishes and love coming from that person towards you. And now imagine that you're surrounded on all sides by all the people who love you and who have loved you. Picture all of your friends and loved ones surrounding you. They're standing here, sending you wishes for your happiness, well-being, and health. Bask in the warm wishes and love coming from all sides. You are filled and overflowing with warmth and love. Now picture a person that you love, perhaps a relative, or maybe a friend. Now begin to send the love that you feel back to that person. You and this person are similar. Just like you, this person wishes to be happy and to have a good life. Send all your love and warm wishes to that person. And still keeping that person in your mind, repeating the following phrase silently. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. Now think of an acquaintance, someone you don't know very well, and maybe you don't have any particular feeling about this person, feeling neutral. This could be a neighbor or a colleague or someone else that you see around but don't know very well. Send all your wishes of well-being to that person. Once again, repeating the same phrase silently. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. Now think of someone that you may not get along with. It may be someone that you have long-standing difficulties with. Call the difficult person to mind and be honest about what you feel. There may be feelings of discomfort. Notice any tendency you may have to think badly of that person or to deepen the conflict you have with them. And let go of these tendencies. And instead, wish them well. Once again, repeating the same phrase silently. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. And now expand your awareness and picture the whole globe in front of you as a little ball. And send your warm wishes to all living beings on the globe who, like you, want to be happy. Repeating the same phrase once more. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. May you live with ease. May you be happy. May you be safe and healthy. Take a deep breath in and then a deep breath out. Another deep breath in and then let that breath go. Now noticing the state of your mind and how you feel after this short loving kindness meditation. And I invite you to start moving into our yin yoga practice. If you'd like to keep the eyes closed for now, you're welcome to do so. Or if you want to already open your eyes, go ahead. And then make your way into your tabletop position slowly. Hands onto the floor, shoulders on top of their wrists, hips on top of the knees, toes pointing back. We'll just warm up the spine a bit with some cat and cow stretches. As you inhale, start to lift the gaze up. Feel the belly melt down to the floor, the tailbone lifting up. As you exhale, tuck the chin into the chest, round the back, gaze to the belly. Inhale, arch the back again, gazing up. Exhale, rounding the spine, chin to chest. 3 more times. Inhale, arch the back, feel the chest move forward between the arms. Exhale, push the back up towards the sky, gaze to the navel. Inhale, look up, tailbone lifts up. Exhale, push the mat away, point the tailbone down. And one last time, inhale, arch the back. And exhale, round the spine. And then slowly make your way back to tabletop here. And then we're going to come into our first yin pose, which is Sphinx. So maybe just slowly starting to walk the knees back so that you can slowly lower yourself down onto your belly. Elbows stacked under the shoulders. Forearms at 11, palms facing down. Lower body just nice and soft here. And then make sure the shoulders are hiking up towards the ears like this. See if you can push the elbows onto the mat. Start to feel the shoulders lower down away from the ears. And feel the chest move forward between the arms. Feeling an opening in the chest. You can stay as is, or if you have a small pillow or blanket, you can also support yourself a little here. So maybe rolling up a blanket here, wedging it underneath the chest, the elbows in front of your blanket here. So just a little bit of support. Or you can use a small pillow if you have one of those. You can gaze forward, or you can also allow the chin to slowly, gently come down towards the chest. Maybe a block or some other prop underneath the forehead. So there may be a little bit of activation in the upper body, keeping the shoulders down away from the ears, and at the same time a slight squeeze of that area between the shoulder blades, as if you're trying to bring the shoulder blades a little closer to each other. Other than that, everything else in the body is relaxed and soft, especially in the lower body, the legs, the hips. Just a little bit longer inner space pose, about 3 more breaths. And then lift the head up if you have it onto a block or whatever prop you have. Setting the prop aside for now. If you have a blanket or small pillow underneath the chest as well, set it aside. And then slowly lift yourself up into a seated position, into Thunderbolt or Seiza. We're going to come into Child's Pose from here. We're going to come into a more supported variation of Child's Pose, so have your props handy. If you have a big pillow like this, you can spread the knees apart as wide as a mat, and then place a pillow here in between the thighs. And then slowly walk the hands forward, feeling the chest be supported by that pillow, maybe looking to one side for now, and then halfway through, switching sides with the gaze. If you don't have a pillow, maybe just a block, you can perhaps support the forehead instead. If your knees are feeling a little wonky today, if you have a blanket or a towel, you can roll it up and then place it behind the knees and see how that feels on the knees. So feel free to play around with your props here, supporting the chest and or forehead, getting into a more easeful shape of your Child's Pose here. Staying for a while. You can just breathe normally in and out through the nose. Or if you already want to start practicing breath work, you can practice a 4-6 resonance breath. Inhaling for 4 counts, exhaling for 6 counts. So if you're not quite sure how it goes, I'll do a few rounds here with you. Inhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's your 4-6 resonance breath if you'd like to practice it. So the longer exhales will start to calm the body, calm your nervous system. So you can practice this pranayama breath work throughout the whole yin yoga practice. But if you're not quite comfortable with it today, then just let it go and come back to just any normal breathing. Stay for 5 more breaths. If you're looking to one side, now's a good time to switch to looking the opposite side. And then slowly lifting the head up, walking the hands back to seated, setting your props aside. Then we're going to come onto one side in what is called a subscapularis release. So take one of your blocks or whatever prop you have and have it horizontal at the medium height if possible. And then just to soften the edges, maybe a blanket or a towel draped on top of it. And then from here, you're going to slowly lie onto your left side, placing that block underneath, somewhere by the armpit, resting your left ear onto your left hand, keeping the knees slightly bent, right leg stacked on top of the left. And then maybe you can, so the right hand will be here on the floor in front of you. And you can move around slightly until you find that sweet spot. So you'll know the sweet spot when you get there because there's going to be that kind of zingy feeling. It's like a tightness. So it's a bit of a myofascial release here. It's a tight spot. So releasing the tight spot through the weight of your body, pressing onto that prop. So this is a point on your heart meridian being stimulated. Breathing through any discomfort, any uncomfortable sensations, uncomfortable emotions, uncomfortable thoughts that may come up as you stay here. I know I'm certainly not comfortable. Feeling very tender, very, very tight here. Maybe this is where your resonance breath can again help. Inhaling for 4. Exhaling for 6. doing that resonance breath if that helps you. Just a little bit longer here on this side. Maybe now starting to feel the body soften after you release that tight spot for a while. Two more breaths. And slowly make your way up. Maybe taking a breath or two here, noticing how that side feels. And then we're going to switch sides. So now, okay, my dog is in the way. Okay, I'm just gonna lie with my back to you. So now, maybe just turning sides. So now you're going to be on your right side, placing that prop somewhere underneath the armpit here, finding that sweet spot again. Where you feel that little bit of tightness or probably that kind of zingy feeling. Resting your right ear onto your right shoulder, right ear onto your right hand. Left leg stacking on top of the right leg. Left hand can be on the floor in front of your chest for support. Breathing through that discomfort once more. If you lost your resonance breath, you can bring it back. Inhale for 4. And exhale for 6. Once again, sitting through that discomfort. Whether it's in the form of physical sensations, or thoughts, or emotions. Observing whatever is there with compassion. Know as well that anytime this becomes too much for you, you always have a choice here to adjust into something a little less intense, or even to leave the pose entirely for a few breaths, and maybe coming back to it. Especially if you've never done any myofascial release, it might feel too intense. So know that there's always that option. staying here for just a little bit more. And slowly starting to lift yourself up. Maybe taking a breath here just to see how you feel now that you've done both sides. Setting your blanket or towel aside for now. Then we're going to come into our supported fish pose. Okay, so depending on what you have, say for example, you have blocks. First block will be maybe at the mid-height setting, at a vertical. Other one, further away from you at the lowest setting, set horizontally. So you're going to lie down with that edge of the first block, maybe roughly right under the edge of your sports bra here. And then the back of the head resting onto the second block. So you're going to feel that nice opening in the chest. Arms down by your sides. And you can either extend the legs, or if you'd like, maybe even come into butterfly. And if you have extra props, placing blocks underneath the knees as well, so that your knees are supported. If you just have one block, you can maybe play around with the height, maybe use the lowest setting instead, placing it underneath the middle of your back. Head onto the mat. So you're still getting that little bit of heart opener here. And the same thing, you can play around with the legs. Maybe legs are straight or legs in butterfly. Or if you have just a pillow or a towel, same thing. Just placing whatever it is underneath that middle of your back. So that there's that little bit of arch in it. Lifting the chest up slightly. Feeling that nice broadening across the chest and the shoulders. Lots of different options depending on whatever prop you have. Feel that surrender onto your mat. At the same time, feeling that vulnerability as you open yourself up. Whenever we're scared, whenever we're stressed, our tendency is to curl into ourselves, protecting our heart, that most vulnerable part of us. And now we're opening ourselves up, allowing our hearts to be vulnerable, open. Maybe activating your resonance breath once more, your 4-6 resonance breath. If that's something you feel called to do, Taking a breath in for 4 counts. Breath out for 6 counts. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. Inhale for 4. Exhale for 6. And as you do so, maybe noticing whatever thoughts or feelings are there. Does this pose make you feel uncomfortable? Does it make you feel brave? Few more breaths in your supported fish. One last round of breath here. And if you're in your butterfly, supporting your knees with your hands to lift the knees up. And now, pressing your forearms onto the floor to lift yourself up off of your props. Setting them aside. And then slowly make your way down onto your back. Stay here, lying down for just 2 to 3 breaths. Just to reset before we go into our next pose, our supported bridge. And then starting to set up for supported bridge. Knees bent, feet on the floor. Your feet about hip width apart. And then hold on to one of your props. Maybe a block or a small pillow or cushion. Lift the hips up so that you can place the block underneath the hips. And it's up to you how high you want the prop to be, especially if you're using a block. Maybe starting off with a lower setting first, and you can always adjust the height later on. So maybe staying here, knees bent, hips supported by that prop. Or if you want to intensify the feeling along the front body, you can extend your legs one at a time. Your heels finding opposite corners of your mat. And notice how that feels along the front body, especially in your hips, your quads, your belly. Maybe the arms by your sides, or maybe reaching overhead, or any other option for the arms that you'd like. And you can always just stay here at the lowest setting of your block. Or if you want to add a bit more intensity, you can make the block into a higher setting instead. Whether the knees bent or the feet or the legs straight. So know once again that the higher the setting of the block, the more intense it is. And straight legs will be more intense than bent knees. So up to you to play around with it, depending on how you like, how intense you'd like the sensations to be today. So listen to your body, adjust accordingly. Make sure that the block is right under the hips, so that flat bony part right above the tailbone, it's not under your lower back. It's not on the curve of your lower back. And maybe coming back to that resonance breath if you feel like it, especially if you lost your resonance breath earlier as you shifted positions, as you came into your bridge. Taking a breath in for 4 counts, exhaling for 6 counts. About a minute to go. If you have your legs straight, start to bend the knees. And then lift the hips up slightly so you can release that prop from under the hips. Set the prop aside, lower the hips down, and find your constructive rest. Feet about mat width apart, knees together in the center. Staying in constructive rest for a few breaths here, noticing how the body feels. Few breaths here. One last breath. And then slowly bring the knees up to your chest. Arms out to the sides like a T. And then as you exhale, allow the knees to come down to the left. Right knee stacking on top of the left knee. Right hip stacking on top of the left hip. Right shoulder pressing down to the floor, coming into twisted root. A supine twist. You can look up at the ceiling or maybe looking towards your right hand. Just a few breaths here. Slowly start to bring the knees back up to center, knees to chest. And then as you exhale, knees come come down to the right. Right knee stacking on top of the left knee stacking on top of the right knee. Left hip on top of the right. And then left shoulder pressing down to the floor. Looking up at the ceiling or towards your left hand. One last breath here. And slowly bring the knees back to center. Maybe hugging yourself here first, rocking gently side to side. And then making your way up into a seated position, however way you'd like. So maybe rolling onto one side to push yourself up. So however way is easiest for you, coming into a seated posture. I'm going to come closer so you can see me clearly. We're going to come into a quick pranayama before we end with our yoga nidra and shavasana. So our pranayama tonight is called Vishama Vritti, or an equal ratio breath. So what we're going to do is we're going to inhale to a count of 4. Hold our breath at the top for a count of 7. And then exhale to a count of 8. And as we exhale, imagine that you're blowing a bowl of hot soup. So nothing too forced. So it's not like you're blowing out the candles of a cake, nothing too forceful. So it's more like you're trying to gently cool down a bowl of soup or a cup of hot tea by pursing your lips and blowing. So that's your exhale. So I'll show you one round. Inhale for 4. Holding at the top for 7. Exhaling for 8. And if you'd like to start joining in, feel free to do so, or maybe watching for another 1 to 2 rounds before joining in yourself. So remember, inhaling for 4, holding for 7, exhaling for 8, and as you exhale, making that pursed lip as if you're blowing at a hot bowl of soup. Exhaling right now to synchronize our breath. And then inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold our breath 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And do this on your own for the last 3 rounds. Inhaling for 4. Holding for 7. Exhaling for 8. So we may be ending at different times from one another. So whenever you're done with your 3rd round, slowly make your way into a comfortable position lying down onto your mat. You can take whatever shape you'd like lying down. You can also use your props here, maybe supporting your knees with pillows or towel, rolled up towel. Also maybe a pillow or something else underneath the head if you'd like a pillow underneath. Slowly allowing yourself to sink comfortably onto your mat. And begin using your breathing to create a relaxing experience. Slowly breathe all the way in and all the way out. Each time you breathe out, begin releasing any tightness or tenseness you may have. Tightness may be in the form of physical tension or mental confusion or emotional distress. Just let it all clear away each time you exhale, like clouds disappearing. Now take your attention to your feet. Take a nice big breath in and feel them softening, relaxing each time you breathe out. Slowly and easily. The next time you breathe in, let your awareness fill your legs. And as you slowly breathe out, allow your calves, your knees, and your thighs to continue releasing and relaxing, letting go more and more each time you breathe out. Wrap your awareness around your hips. Breathe in deeply and feel them soften as you breathe out, sinking and settling down. slowly and easily. Now float your attention to your back. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, feel the tension in your back dissolve. Letting go more and more each time you breathe out. Surround your shoulders with your awareness, like a comforting cloak or jacket. Breathe in and feel them soften as you breathe out, releasing the tightness and the soreness, soothing your shoulders with your slow and easy breath. Let this relaxed feeling begin flowing down around your shoulders, soothing your arms and hands with peace and quiet. And become aware of the mouth. Breathe in, unclenching the teeth. Let the lips part slightly. As you continue breathing gently and softly, let the nose and cheeks smooth out, allowing your eyes and forehead to soften. Imagine letting your pores open up and breathe. Feeling yourself releasing and expanding. As you relax deeper and deeper, the peacefulness reminds you of a quiet personal sanctuary. An extremely comfortable and safe place where you feel surrounded with exactly what you need. Bring it alive by using all your senses. This is a special place to feel protected and safe and understood, where you can spend some time getting to know the real you, the person you were meant to be, and feeling safe to be who you really are, and fully capable of finding answers to your questions. Treat yourself to some time to explore this special feeling in space. I will now leave you with some time to yourself here. Exploring whatever is there as you lie on your mat. Know that I'm here, just giving you the space to be with yourself, by yourself, Whenever it is time to slowly exit, I will start talking once more. Allow your attention to come back to your breath, feeling more wholesome and real. Feeling your energy improve with each breath. Begin to stretch your body. Wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Slowly opening the eyes, feeling refreshed and renewed. Whenever you're ready, just slowly making your way up into any seated position. Hands to heart, maybe a prayer or just gently resting onto your chest. Allowing a moment here for gratitude and compassion for yourself, for everyone else, and again, thank you for allowing me to serve you. Namaste.